Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your July energy reading. I am doing these kind of spontaneously, but very spirit guided. I don't always do them, so you can't rely or depend on me for them, but sometimes they do happen. There is, I believe I have the month of May I did, it's in the Patreon community. This was originally going to be Patreon readings. And then as I was going through the readings, the messages were just so profound that I wanted to share them here to the YouTube community. So these are kind of sample mini readings. I'm trying to keep them under 10 minutes. And then there will be extended readings in the Patreon for the seekers for the zodiac signs the month of July. Okay, so that information will be down in the description box below. If you want to go deeper and you want to know a little bit more, all of them will be available to you, as well as every extended reading I ever do is available in the seeker. The seeker tier. So one thing I want to say before I start diving into your reading here is, Gemini, you were channeled, your energy was channeled when I was doing the Sagittarius reading. And then I also had another slip of the tongue where like I channeled not only Sagittarius, but Aquarius. So I'm mentioning that because you might want to check out those readings. There could be messages in there for you. You could be connected. Perhaps you're asking about a counterpart situation, and they could be one of those signs. I'm not sure. I really don't know. It was just, everything that happens is like not a coincidence, right? So I'm just guided to share that with you. But we'll find out what's coming up for you in this month of July. This energy is focused on 2022. However, I always say the messages are timeless. Time is non-linear, so there could be messages for you depending on whenever you find it. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mars, you name it. Also, you're the first sign in mentioning this too, but I recently have started to resonate much more with my Vedic astrology versus my Western astrology. So you might want to check out your Vedic and your Western. What I've personally started to notice is it seems like the Western is maybe your karmic path. It's kind of your personality, and you can transmute, transform, transition. And the Vedic might be more soul. I don't know. This is just what I've been getting. Okay. This is just my own. I've not heard anybody else say that. This is just my own intuition, what I've been feeling. I have talked about it with a friend, and she kind of noticed that as well for hers. But, just mentioning that here just in case. Okay. Wow. Okay. So we have the tear and the seed in reverse with Aletheia. And I believe Aletheia is one of the initiations in this deck. I believe Aletheia is about truth. But here, let's clarify. This is what we're going to do. We're going to clarify. And we're going to find out a little bit more here. Gemini, I kind of feel like a breakthrough. That's what I get. I get the Lovers. There you are, showing up right there, Gemini. And I don't remember at all what was channeled for Aquarius or Sagittarius. So it'll be really interesting if you end up watching it and connecting the dots, but I don't remember. But I'm just feeling this energy is like super profound. This energy is like super intense. It's truth. Tell me about this seed here. Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay, cool. So King of Swords, kind of Gemini energy showing up there on the bottom of the deck as well. Oh, there is like the sword of truth has been lighted and lit. It's lit. She lit. And we know, we can't unknow, we can't pretend we don't know. It just is what it is. And the seeds that were planted in falseness, in deception, in the opposite of truth, are not going to sprout. They're dead in the water, not going to happen. It's time to say goodbye. It's time to let it go. And while that is taking place, whether you're aware of it or not, Gemini, you are planting new seeds. A more aligned, enriched, higher self, new earth template future is on its way to you. And that is because you are finally letting the floodgates open here with the tear, with the pain, with the emotion, with the sight, with the inner wisdom, with the knowing the heart here. I'm in this emerald sort of heart chakra energy coming through. It's showing you. And now you can let this stuff die. The stuff that was never yours to begin with. Yeah, the judge here. You're seeing what you weren't willing to see before. Judgment, okay? Justice, the tear, Wow, Wheel of Fortune. It was always destined to happen this way. I just feel like somebody tried to put it off. Yeah, you tried to shove down the emotion, but King of Swords coming out again. So Page of Cups here in reverse. It's like the immature, childish ways have to be recycled. The pretending not to know, pretending, like being innocent. It's almost like I get like Peter Pan syndrome here for somebody. And it was just, it wasn't even conscious. It was not conscious. This person didn't realize that they were their own worst enemy. They didn't realize when they were sabotaging. But I feel like it's a lot about like the upbringing and the childhood, and somebody was really taught that the emotions were to be feared and the emotions weren't to be trusted. They weren't safe. As well as spirituality. So there's like a rigidness. Either someone was raised with like a really religious upbringing, or perhaps like a dogmatic, like even atheism or whatever, something just very strict, where it was like, you can't believe in magic, in the heart, in truth. This person has been fighting really, really hard. They've been resisting, they've been fighting, they've simultaneously been working towards, because it's almost like it's slowly been unearthing no matter what. So you've slowly, Gemini, been working towards this rebirth, this transformation, even if on the surface you've pretended. But I do feel that the past few months has been like the floodgates have opened and there was no pretending anymore. And that's why this Aletheia is here, which is all about truth. The truth of your heart, the truth of your feelings. What do you really want? What is really important to you? And you've stopped denying yourself the gifts. You've stopped denying yourself what you really, really desire. You've stopped denying yourself love. And love is not something that can be controlled. And I feel like that was probably a big lesson and mission here for you to understand. It took a long time. 7 of Swords and 7 of Pentacles. Look at that. The spiritual journey right there with the 7s. A lot of spiritual undertakings and yeah. Someone really pretended that it didn't hurt. 3 of Swords. Someone was like, it doesn't hurt, I'm fine. And I just feel like there was like a lot of cycles ending and pretending there. Let me grab some more energy on this. Okay, the Hermit. But simultaneously, there's a message here around meditation where it was like this person really found out a lot of like, I don't know why I'm channeling this, but like home runs, they just couldn't deny or ignore it anymore. Queen of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, Ace of Cups, and 6 of Pentacles. With the King of Swords, again, showing up on the bottom of our deck. Okay, this is really... Okay, what do you want me to share here, Spirit? Because this is just, it's almost like funny, but it's definitely not funny as you were going through it, but it's like you started at the beginning and you ended up right where you started, because it's like this is a person who has to like get their hand burned by the fire over and over and over again. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, to finally admit to themselves in the Hermit, in the spiritual truth and evolution, who they really are, what the truth is. Queen of Pentacles, like this is such a nurturing, loving, profound, beautiful energy. The Ace of Cups, the heart, the tear, the emotion. For some reason, the emotion was so scary here, the 9 of Swords. For some reason, this emotion was just like big, heavy, intense. Perhaps this is a divine counterpart sort of connection and it just felt overwhelming and heavy. But the truth has been released and set free. And there's no going back at this point. Those seeds are not going to sprout. Okay, but what is going to sprout is this longevity, this healthy, determined, loyal commitment that I just feel the energy I get is like somebody revisiting the past and realizing that they had all the answers back then, but they just weren't ready to admit it. So they kind of they tried to push it down. But Also, Spirit saying here with the Six of Pentacles, this was exactly how it was meant to go the entire time. It was always meant to go this way. So the energy was always going to balance out and figure itself out through all this trial and tribulation and pain. So if you are the Gemini I'm speaking to here, don't beat yourself up. Don't be upset. Don't be frustrated, because guess what? This is exactly your process. This was a divine process, and it was exactly how it's supposed to be. And it doesn't mean that you're going to have to learn every lesson this way from here on out. Just because you had it this way, this time, this experience, doesn't mean that you aren't ready to retire this behavior, because guess what? You know better now. You've gone through the Hermit. You know how to trust yourself now. You know how to, you don't have to get burned by the fire anymore. That's a really important message here for somebody. Like, you do not have to get burned by the fire just because it went this way this time. It was the divine purpose this time. This is how it had to go because of all the past life karmic stuff, because of all the past pain that was blocked for so long. But it's safe to trust. You may not go through it this way again, okay? And if this is another person I'm talking about here, they're not always going to be deceptive, I guess. It's not always something you don't have to trust. Look at this, full moon in Aquarius, be real. That's what this person had to learn. And Gemini's, Gemini energy can struggle with that. The twins, the duality, the chameleon-like energy, they can struggle with that, right? And look at this. This is so crazy. Aquarius. And I said that there may be messages for you in the Aquarius reading. So that's really interesting. This one is full moon in Libra. So weirdly enough, I'm getting all the Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius tied. I don't know why. I do not know why. Well, they're air signs aside from the Sagittarius, but anyways, find a balance. So Spirit is saying to you, strike a balance between acknowledging the past and recognizing that you're out to change it. You want to reconcile, you want to figure it out, you want to clear it up, you want to shift it, but also letting go of the past and moving forward. So it's like, find a balance. Do not beat yourself up here. Do not be afraid that you're going to make the same mistakes over and over and over again. Those seeds are dead. It's done. It's not sprouting. And the new seeds are coming in. You are not the same, like, immature, emotionally unavailable, whatever person that you maybe once were, or you are not going to attract that type of person again. So let's say you were more attracting this energy, a lot of deception in your life over and over again, the same story over and over again. Spirit saying it's over, it's done, it's done. You don't have to be afraid of that. As long as you are being authentic and true and balanced within yourself, and you know your heart and your emotion, you're gonna be fine. So let it go. Don't beat yourself up. It's over. What's done is done. It's taken a long ass time. Don't waste any more of your time being in that old energy. July is a really big month because this Queen of Pentacles is solid, steadfast, committed, reliable, down to earth, loving, warm, nurturing. It's just really beautiful energy, and you deserve it. It's time. All right, this one, this reading went long, but this was really intense energy I had to channel for you. So I hope this helps. I'm sending you so much love.